Testing, 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 testing. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me or not, child. This is impromptu because I see that Relly Rel decided that she was going to go on out here and say, yay, we got a victory. Good morning, good morning, good morning. My bad. Welcome to the early lunch unscheduled at this time because I was trying to get something ready for 12 noon. And then thank you for confirming CIP. And then I see that Relly Rel is about to give a press conference. So might as well do it now and listen to her, child. So for those that didn't hear or don't know, the strike is over. The trash strike, the Philly trash strike, Funkadelphia, whatever you want to call it, has ended, right? Late last night, early this morning. And the thing is that the union is not happy with the results. Now, how in the hell did you waste everybody's time in doing all this and then you caved anyway and then you come out there all defeated and everything? But of course, you know, we'll get to that in a moment. But it's like Relly Rel out here on social media, proud of herself. She done the best thing ever. She the best mayor ever. Ain't nothing like a good mayor like me. You gonna be talking about me later on in the history books. I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. Basically, woke Quill, yes. And in my head, I'll turn the camera on a second. I get myself together. I told you I wasn't ready. And in my mind, they did all this for what now? After all that, after everything that you went through, we on day 8 and y'all in the wee hours of the morning. I'll show you the videos. I might show the video because she probably going to be late. Y'all, you know how the colors are. I said that. Is that her with the backpack on? No, that hair is too long. You see, I ain't even going to say nothing, child. Y'all go ahead and you see for yourself. Let me go ahead and come over here to this short. No, that one's long too. Hold on. Let me find one of these videos because there's plenty of videos. I woke up this morning. I saw this mess. I said, I know you effing lying as I'm plotting on when we're going to come back on the weekend because I just knew they was going to continue and stay the course and get what it is that you need and do what needs to be done in order to, you know, take care of the union workers because we care about our union workers, right? We care about our workers. You're not getting paid a livable wage and we know better. And, you know, we haven't stroked, child, whichever one it is in 40 years. And just 2% to 3% amount is not enough or, you know, living, you know, whatever it is, cost of living, my bad. Cost of living or none of that. No. And they was like, we're going to stay the course. And what the hell happens? They went and they, in my opinion, they freaking caved. And I have my reasons as to why I think it happened. Here, let me show y'all this one. Hold on. While we wait for Relly Rel, child. Because she over here taking her time, typical. Anyway, so strike ends after Philadelphia leaders, union officials reach a deal.
With that breaking news, the 8-day Philadelphia city worker strike is over.
The union has reached a tentative deal with DC 33. Action News reporter Corey Davis is live in West Philadelphia.
And Corey, the union president gave you interesting and maybe somewhat confusing reaction to the deal.
Hey, good morning. So the union president is saying that he isn't happy with the deal, but decided to go forward with it because, according to him, he felt it was the best interest of his union members. So we do know that this deal is.
He thought it was the best for his union members. Then what did y'all bother doing this for if you thought this was the best? Child, let me pause. Come on.
The 9% wage increase over 3 years. That is very close to the 8.75% that Mayor Sherrell Parker was pushing for, but a lot lower than the 15% the union was initially demanding. So once again, 9% over 3 years. We spoke with the union president after he left this building here following negotiations and asked him what's next for his members.
All right, so pay attention. This is the president. This is the president. This is the man who's supposed to be in here fighting for the people, fighting for the workers, child. I got you. Sorry, y'all, I'm eating. I didn't get a chance to eat before this came out. And this is what you gotta say.
Your union stood up and fought for you, and we did the best we could with the circumstances we had in front of us.
What's in the best interest of your members?
To be able to earn a living for themselves and their families.
So you're saying a 3-year deal?
Correct.
Are you at least saying that there was some kind of wage increase that was made?
There was.
So the 9,000 members of District Council 33 walked off the job when their contract expired on July 1st. We saw the trash piling up across the city as sanitation workers walked the picket line for 9 days. But trash collectors only make up a portion of union members, which also includes 911 dispatch, medical examiners, library workers, and airport maintenance, to name a few of those positions. We know negotiations involved more than just wage increases and included healthcare benefits, paid time off, and pension contributions. But it was the pay that really.
So tell us everything then. You know what I'm saying? If it was all this other stuff, he come out here looking like he lost his best friend, looking like Charlie Brown every time Lucy take the football away and he fall on his ass. I just heard a Negro spiritual. Like what's her name says, Massa gonna sell us tomorrow. That's what he sings like and sounds like, child.
Took the focus during this strike as workers said they were struggling to make a living wage. They'll now make a final vote on whether to approve the 9% raise. That total is coupled with a 5% increase they got during last year's contract extension. So it all totals out to 14% over the mayor's first term. Mayor Sherrell Parker is calling that 4-year total historic and has said that no other mayor has offered a raise that high over one term.
Don't you sound like Donald Trump saying that? No one has done anything as good as me. I do the best. I'm better than everybody else. You don't know.
I want to give you a look there at a statement from the mayor saying in part, quote, "We're valuing our workforce and we're safeguarding our city's hard-earned fiscal stability at the same time." The union president also saying that it's likely that workers will be returning to the job this morning. So we'll definitely stay on top of that. We've asked the city, what should people do if they have trash pickup today? Should they take it to the temporary dump sites or should they put it on the curb? We're still waiting on a reply for more clarification on that. For now, reporting live here in West Philadelphia, Corey Davis, Channel 6 Action News.
They ain't even get a chance to hear about what happened. This shit didn't end till like 4 in the damn morning. They sitting up here talking about, oh, go ahead and put your trash out. What? So they were supposed to, what if they was up all night, all nervous about what was going to happen and what might be going on and they didn't get no sleep? And then you're going to tell them that they got to go to work today? They got to get in there and take whatever it is that you took. Who knows about the rest of it? Because that's the other thing. Again, they talking about the healthcare and the pension. And all. So what happened with all that? Because if you didn't get it here in the pay, at least did you get it in the other stuff? You know what I'm saying? But looking at y'all's president, president of the union, looking at y'all's president of the union, it's not looking too keen, in my opinion. It's not looking too keen at all. So how did you just take anything and not fight? You're supposed to be fighting for everybody. You're supposed to be doing this for the good of the people, showing their average salary of $46,000 or I think it was like $46,000 or something like that to live in this city. Because you typically got to live in the city that you work in. If you're going to be a city employee, you usually got to live in the city that you work in. Even though people don't do that, but I digress. I see any increase in pay and benefits equal increased taxes for the people. That ain't even the point. The point is that why you go through all this ruckus in order to say that you're not getting enough, it's not right, it's not fair, in order for you to freaking cave. In my opinion. So since it don't look like she's coming out here anytime soon, child, let me go ahead and go to this one right here, child. So this is from CBS Philly 5 hours ago. DC 33 strike ends in Philadelphia as trash piles remain across the city.
Breaking right now at 5 on CBS News Philadelphia. District Council 33's strike in the city is over. A deal has been reached with city officials within the last hour, ending the 8-day strike. We are live with what we're learning about the new agreement and what union leaders are saying after more than 13 hours at the bargaining table.
Well, today is Wednesday, July 9th. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jim Donovan.
And I'm Jan Carabao in today for Janelle Burrell. Thanks so much for joining us. We will get to weather and traffic in just a moment.
Well, first, the big news of the morning, breaking news. District Council 33 and the city of Philadelphia have reached an agreement, effectively ending the largest city worker strike in the city in nearly 40 years.
CBS News Philadelphia reporter Rossi Matei is live for us from Community College of Philadelphia's campus in University City with the latest on this breaking news. Ross, good morning.
Good morning, Jan and Jim. News of this deal between District Council 33 and the city of Philadelphia broke right around 4 o'clock this morning, so just about an hour ago. And we were here to greet members of DC 33 as they walked out, led by their president, Greg Boulware. We were expecting us members of the media for them to give us a statement on camera, perhaps even excited about reaching a deal to end this ongoing strike. But the reaction was quite the opposite. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This was President Greg Boulware, the president of District Council 33, appearing visibly and audibly upset about the new deal as he walked out. He pushed right past members of the media.
Okay. Let me interrupt for a second, okay? The people, for the most part, that are working here also are going to be minorities. Enough of these people that are working in these types of jobs, which I'm not saying is good or bad as far as the job is concerned. I just know as a former state employee, that ain't no way that I could stay here because I would still be living in an apartment, I'm sure. You know, good job, I guess. A lot of minorities get to get this job. You got your leader here. And how many times have I said that there's a lot of people that don't know how to negotiate? If you can't even negotiate for yourself, allegedly, how in the hell you think that somebody else can negotiate for you? Because let me be up in there. Rally row. What? Girl, what? Girl, come on now. You know daggone what you do. Nah, ma'am. No. Let that city rot. It's on your ass. Because, child, it's been 40 years since we stroked, and striked, all right? And you going to let that shit pile up like that? And you going to continue to let these people, you see these people getting mad and mad and mad and mad, and it's hot and it's wet, pause. And it's going to be windy and it's going to be funky AF. And then it's about to be football season. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Is baseball going on right now? I don't follow baseball in any way, shape, or form. Is baseball going on right now? Anybody know, Bueller? Don't the Super Bowl end? I'm sorry. What is it called? What's the end of baseball called, y'all? World Series. Is that shit not going on right now? So, oh, maybe the Phillies ain't in it. Maybe that don't matter because the Phillies ain't in it. I don't know. But still, down there where they have updated the sports complex, where the stadiums are for the football, the baseball, the basketball, it's all new. It's all done up. It's all beautiful. They have money for all that. Excuse me. They have money for all that. There's a, I forget what I saw down there. Oh, it's a casino there. I didn't even know that. I did not even know that. So now they got a casino down there for you, but y'all was caving. So y'all didn't stand on business like somebody said earlier, so that you could get something back instead of have basically, in my opinion, wasted your time. So if you are not a good negotiator and you don't know how to negotiate, I don't know if you can fire a union president, but he'd have to be the fuck on up out of there. If I was in that union, he'd have to be the fuck on up out of there. But y'all, that's just me. That's just me. I don't understand. And then, like I said, like I was saying, it's about to be football season. They're about to get into ain't it summer camp in August? You had how many weeks? Like what, 2 to 3 weeks to wait until football season started or practice or whatever they do?
This is amazing.
That would have been awesome. Because they would have came up with a better deal by then. I promise you. Because you're not gonna let nothing mess with the money that comes in from all that sports crap. They're not gonna allow anything with regard to that sports crap get into the way. Child, They better, if you can, I don't know. Y'all tell me. Can you fire the head of the union president? I don't know nothing about unions. I tell you what I don't know. I don't know nothing about unions. Shout out to Woquill. He said this week they're pending rain. Child, they've been pending rain since Monday. It's Wednesday, it's sunny as F out here. So we know we can't go by what are they called? Meteorologists. The only people that can give you the same message, everything could be wrong, and they still stay employed, right? It's sunny AF. It's hot. Now, I'm sure that trash stinking, because I just saw a different news broadcast where they said the maggots was coming out, which we talked about. So it was about to turn into something. It was definitely about to turn into something, and they effing caved. Woko says that plus the heat plus tourism, lest we not forget about the tourism. People come to Philly all day and half the daggone night. They come here like clockwork, see the Liberty Bell and child, whatever the fuck else they trying to see around here. They got the same tour buses here as they do in NYC. You get on the double-decker bus and tour the city.
This is amazing.
All that shit. They got all that shit. And then they got the convention center. They always got people coming. They got the tattoo convention and child, whatever the fuck. There's a car show that comes every year. I don't know if it came or not. I don't go to this shit. I just know it brings a lot of people into the damn city. And they fucking caved. They ain't even give it to anything major happening. Please don't think that the 4th of July was anything major. Please don't think that the 4th of July was anything major. I mean, it's important, but they talking about the crime is down. So we got to talk about that too. Crime is down in Philadelphia too, child. I tell you, it couldn't be me. Child, it should be me, but I guess I would have to work for the city and that's just not going to happen. So let me be your union president though. Let me go down there and talk to him. Girl, what? Girl, come on now, child. You can do better than this. You black, I'm black, we black, and it's the best you're going to do for your people, for the coloreds. When you know most of the people that work here are minorities. Child, let me finish this. I'm sorry, Woquill. He said this week they're pending rain. And somebody said it rained last night. It definitely was a thunderstorm last night. Like, it was an early thunderstorm. And it rained. It was windy and all that. But it was over in less than an hour. The sun was back out. I was under the impression, based off the meteorologist, based off of the meteorologist that told Mr. Messi, that told me, because I don't watch the news, that it was supposed to rain all week starting Monday. And it's barely rained compared to that forecast. That plus heat plus tourism is an infinity gauntlet of power, and he folded like an origami. Fired that ninja. I agree. So then it is possible to fire the head of the union. I didn't know if he had to be voted out or not. Fire that nigga. I mean, it's too late at this point, unless what they got to do, because let me check on Relly Row. She still ain't there. Late. CPT time. If they gotta ratify it or sign it or whatever that I heard that they had to do, well, they ain't done that yet. So could they go back and push his ass and say, nigga, if you don't carry your ass back, child, send the vice president in because you don't know what you're doing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of y'all. Shout out to Trini. Said, let's go, MSD Queen and Generals. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. IC says, time to get rid of unions from public services. Why should taxpayers be inconvenienced when they want more money and we pay their salaries? Well, that's the other thing when you made the other comment, right? Even if it goes up, the people were saying to settle it. So they have to realize that that's what it's going to be, right? We need the services. It was the 911s. It was the trash. It was the pools because the gremlins need to go and swim because it's hot, right? And all these other services that are included besides the daggone trash, but the trash is probably one of the bigger things in 911. And that and 911 probably the bigger things because one, you need somebody to answer the phone because allegedly they wasn't answering the phone, and you need somebody to get this trash because it bring the disease and all the other stuff that one dude said in the TikTok yesterday. Child, ain't gonna get rid of no unions. Let's listen to him again. Sound all depressed.
Refused to stop and speak to us about how this deal got done. He did express some displeasure, though, with the terms of the agreement. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I'm not happy or satisfied with the outcome. We'll be back to work.
This is your representative. This is your representative. This is how he coming out all defeated. I'm not happy. Nigga, then how do you settle then? I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Child, I can't. This is ridiculous.
As soon as they can get there. The strike has ended, so workers are to be expected at work tomorrow or this morning, I guess you could say.
Yeah, so you heard him say he is not happy about the agreement, but workers could be back on the job later this week.
Look who's happy. That tells you everything you need to know. Look who's defeated, and look who's happy. Look who's defeated, and look who's happy. That tells you everything you need to know. He let her bully him. It's not even about a man or a woman, but basically he let her bully him. But I got some tea on that allegedly. Shout out to JTF, a member for 15 months. I appreciate you, hon. Shout out to all the channel members. Shout out to all of y'all that support the channel on a daily basis. We are open today, so mods, please be mindful. And it's not a subscribers only mode. It's not a members only mode. Anybody can be here. JTF says, good morning, Miss Shawn. Thanks for the lives and all you do. Thank you, boo. My baby cousins laugh my baby cousin laughs everything you do, though you don't know voice. Peace and blessings. I appreciate you and your cousin. Shout out to you and your baby cousin. Y'all, make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Come on, Relly Round.
This morning. Meanwhile, Mayor Sherrell Parker released a statement on X shortly after 4 a.m. saying, quote, I have good news tonight for the hardworking men and women of AFS CME District Council 33 in the city of Philadelphia is over. We have reached a tentative agreement with District Council 33, which must be ratified by its membership on a new 3-year contract that, coupled with the 1-year contract extension we agreed to last fall, will increase DC 33 members' pay by 14% over my 4 years in office. We'll have much more to say about this historic deal tomorrow at City Hall. We're valuing our workforce and we are safeguarding our city's hard-earned fiscal stability at the same time. The strike is over! Exclamation point. So you see the difference in tone between the city as well as members of District Council 33 who are, again, apparently not happy, the leadership at least not happy with the terms. So let's break down these numbers a little further. When you extrapolate, you take out that
the leadership who just garnered this deal is not happy, child. That don't even sound right when you say it out loud.
1-year agreement that was already in place. It looks like the numbers for this new deal are 3% increases for the members of DC 33 over a 3-year term, which is a lot closer to what the city has been pushing for compared to the 5% raises that District Council 33 has been pushing for all along. Again, we're expecting to learn more about how this deal was reached from members of the city's leadership as well as members of the union later on this morning. But guys, we could see trash start getting picked up as soon as later on this morning. Jim and Jan, back to you guys.
We're going to stay on top of this.
And it really is, Ross, it's very odd that the union president doesn't seem to be happy about this if he has to then pitch it to his members, don't you think?
Jim! Shout out to Jim Donovan. Jim Donovan just said it. I can't wait till, I don't know if they're going to be allowed to talk, but I can't wait to hear if any of the union people are allowed to say anything and come out and voice their thoughts. The best thing they can do, find another fucking job.
Absolutely. And, I was reading some comments on Facebook. Don't want to dig too far into it, but the union put out their own post saying that, a deal has been reached, the strike is over. And then you saw members saying what the president had basically said there, that they are not happy with the terms of the agreement. So now he has to go back and try and explain this to them. Probably not going to be an easy day for him today.
Be interesting to hear the rest of the details. Thanks so much, Ross. And now that the strike is over, those piles of trash around the city should soon be picked up, but many questions do remain.
CBS News Philadelphia's Brandon Goldner is live for us in Fairmount with the latest on this part of the story, the trash pickup. He's at one of the city's 63 drop-off sites. So what are you seeing there this morning, Brandon? Good morning.
Good morning, Jan and Jim. We're still trying to figure out when exactly curbside trash will resume. And we're also working to find out when these 63 temporary dump sites will be cleaned up. We have a lot of bulk items still here, like this children's bed that someone left behind. And then the other problem that we have is also the trash bags as well that people are leaving behind instead of actually taking and picking up this trash and throwing it into the dumpster, even though some of those trash are heavy. But we've been seeing a lot of these piles just pile up throughout the city, especially in areas like this one in Germantown Avenue. Take a look at this photo showing someone seeing maggots on the trash itself. We've also been having issues with crews, non-union crews trying to clean this up. Neighbors tell us that they've been trying hard to clean all this up, but simply put, as soon as they leave, they end up getting the trash back out there and it still gets piled up again. Many people say they are frustrated by this, and possibly good news for those who have to live near this site as this tentative agreement is reached.
You know who don't have to live near that site? Relly Row. Or any of those sites. I promise you. She ain't in there, none of them.
It's piling up. It's disgusting. We out here. We trying to enjoy ourselves. We can't stay out here for too much longer. The odor out here is bad. The mental strain when you're looking at this trash is bad. It's just it's off the hook.
Now, the city leaders are urging people to call 311 in case they see illegal dumpers. Again, still trying to figure out when exactly all this trash will be picked up. And
how the hell are you going to tell an illegal dumper from a legal dumper? Pause. How in the hell are you going to tell an illegal dumper from a legal dumper? That sounds crazy. Call somebody, call 311 if you see an illegal dumper, child.
when the curbside trash will resume. Back to you all.
Thanks so much, Brandon. And of course, we'll continue to bring you the latest developments as we learn more about this agreement between District Council 33 and the City of Philadelphia. When we're not on the air, you can always get the very latest information.
Thanks, Jim. That's enough. She still ain't come out, and it's a half an hour late. It's a half hour late. Let's go over to this one, child. This is they reached a tentative agreement. This from Fox 29, child.
News, which is they got a deal and the strike is over. Let's get out to Shayna.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, within the last hour or so, just after 4 a.m., we had District Council 33 leadership walking out, confirming to us that a deal was met. A tentative agreement has been reached with the city of Philadelphia. After 9 days, the strike has been going on since 12:01 a.m. on July 1st, so going well into the night here in terms of negotiations. But the news of this morning is that folks will be going back to work this morning as early as today. Now, the details of this tentative deal were not disclosed from union leadership, but District Council 33 President came out very defeated, saying, unfortunately, the deal was met. Now, when we asked him what that meant and why he used that term, he said he simply was not happy with the agreement. So the union was certainly vague in those details, saying that the statement is going to come out shortly to kind of give us a breakdown of what this tentative deal will look like. Of course, tentative because the union members must vote on it, but Mayor Cheryl Parker has really put out a statement and also has been really clear in her message in terms of what she was willing to offer in terms of what from the city. And this 3-year contract with 1-year extension that she says will increase member pay over 14% over the next 4 years of her term in office. So based off of that and those details that we've been able to take from her offer, it seems like this is a 3-year deal with a 3% raise each year that she had put on the table initially. Again, well below the 5% annual increase that the union was hoping for. So again, a deal was met, but the union making it very clear this morning they are not happy with what was offered and what they had to accept. Take a listen.
There was a lot of factors involved in what was going on, and we ultimately did what we thought was in the best interest of all of our membership.
What's your message?
So through the grapevine, and I'm trying to see if I can find that article or something where I found that this man right here allegedly makes upwards of 6 figures. Like, I'm believing I saw maybe in the 3s. No, maybe it's 100 and something. I gotta find it. Because if he's up in the hundreds, right? They down in the 40s. Not all. They down in the 40s and he's in the hundreds. Allegedly. He may have been strong-armed, I'll call it. Allegedly, I don't know. It's just what I heard, what I'm seeing. You know, I'm just saying. Allegedly, I don't know. Excuse me. Mimi said most union heads make 6-figure salaries for not doing a GD thing, and that's why I don't, I guess, go with unions. Woo, Lord. Y'all let me know. I don't know nothing about them. Nothing, I promise you. Never had a union. Well, no, I think I did when I worked for a grocery store, but I was a child, so that don't count. Excuse me, that's right, A-Team. Allegedly. I've been looking at so many things. I don't know where that information went, but this is crazy.
Just to your members this morning.
That your union stood up and fought for you, and we did the best we could with the circumstances we had in front of us.
Now, Mayor Parker putting out a statement within the last 30 minutes saying the good news here, calling it good news that this is a historic deal that has been met, and she'll certainly put out more information.
All right, Relly is on. Hold on. Finally, ciao.
Chief Deputy Mayor Sincere Harris and her labor negotiating team, they worked extremely hard. Kara Laheni. Kara, where are you? I'm right behind you. I love you, lady. Thank you. Lauren Fox is Lauren.
Girl, just get to it. We don't need all this. They patting each other on the fucking back and shit.
And not my heart. Y'all know I have a challenge spelling and pronouncing things sometimes. Sharon Ulak from the law team. Sharon, where are you? I want to see you. Sharon. Camille Duchesset, where is she? Thank you. Candy, do we know the sex of the baby yet?
We don't care.
We do. What is it? Okay. The only thing I can tell you is that Candy Jones is our HR director, and that baby is going to be super duper smart. I don't see her here. I'm sure she's making sure that things are moving. But I want you to give a super round of applause to Crystal Jacob Shipman, our sanitation. Love you.
I don't love nobody I work with, y'all. Good fucking bye.
Listen to me. I don't care how big and bad and tough anybody thinks they are. I don't care how smart you think you are. You can't do anything alone. These are the people, they were my rocks to help this city get through this process, and I appreciate you, Carlton Williams. Fiscal stewardship. How many mayors have you? He knows where everybody is buried, every bone is buried.
I don't know if that's appropriate.
We have the best, and I mean, he's trustworthy, his integrity, his honesty. He's going to tell you the truth, whether you want to hear the answer or not. And that is our Rob DeBoe. Give it up for Rob DeBoe. My right hand.
Did she say Ronnie DeVoe from New Edition?
The next lady is our budget director. I didn't know her when I became mayor of this city. And for those of you who know me, Philadelphia, you judge people based on relationships. And for me, I watch how people perform and respond when you're in a foxhole, when you're under the pressure. It tells you who people are. Maya Angelou says that when people show you who they are, you should believe them the first time. And you've done an amazing job, Sabrina Maynard. Every meeting that the team was in, Sincere would just call and say, well, wait, I've got to talk to Kat Land. Kat, Kat, where are you? Kat, is she here? She's okay, she deserves it. We around the clock. Harry Hansen. Is Harry here? Harry, thank you. Give Harry a round of applause, please.
Harry looked like he Amish and live in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. No shade.
Don Morales, the first time I ever, yes. Come here. The first time managing director Teal introduced me to Dom, I said, he can't know everything you just said. He's too young because he looks so youthful.
No, he don't.
The first crisis and tragedy where I saw him activate our Office of Emergency Management was the plane crash. And I watched him cool, level-headed, intergovernmental cooperation and planning, nonprofit, governmental agencies, for-profits, utilities, pulling them all together, very methodical, very meticulous. We made it here because of you too, and I want you to know we appreciate you. Come on over here.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to get to the notes in a second, but whenever you're going through a challenge, you better have a damn good lawyer. What I watched you, Solicitor Renee Garcia, do, along with Crystal Charity, the labor law team, Sam. Sam, is he here? Is Sam?
Sam's running the law.
He's running the law. Seeing that team in action to ensure that we were able to provide services that the city of Philadelphia needed while we were in the midst of this public health and safety crisis, watching what your team did to make that possible and your legal lane. I want you to know we are very, very grateful to have you on our team. Thank you, Solicitor Garcia. There are so many other officials who worked around the clock to keep Philadelphia safe during this strike. But Police Commissioner Bethel, where are you, Commissioner Bethel? I know we're working safe, clean, and green with economic opportunity for all. And the strike is not usually on the list. But when we called on you, when the city needed you, so these people who are here could go to work and they could do their jobs. You and Fire Commissioner Thompson, come here, please, both of them. Can you give them a round of applause? Fires, the water hydrants, thank you. Everyone knows that the good news that we have to share this morning for the hardworking men and women of AFSCME District Council 33,
Finally.
And for every resident and business in the city of Philadelphia, that the work stoppage involving District Council 33 in the city of Philadelphia, it is over. It is true that we have reached a tentative agreement with District Council 33 on a new 3-year contract that, once approved by the union's membership, coupled with the 1-year contract extension we agreed to last November, it will increase District Council 33 members' pay by 14% over my 4 years in office. In Philadelphia, I want you to know that this is a very significant investment in our employees, while at the same time ensuring that we as a city are living within our means. I am and always have been an unapologetically proud pro-union, pro-labor, pro-worker, elected official, and of course now mayor, and I always will be. There is nothing that will take that spirit, that belief in what organized labor and unions mean to working people in this nation, in this commonwealth, and in our great city. Give labor a round of applause. To the men and women of District Council 33, I know this has been a very difficult week and a day away from the jobs that you do so incredibly well for the people of our great city. And I want you to know this: your city values you and the work that you do every day for our residents. This city moves and works because you do. Give our District Council 33. No matter what, we can't move without you. From the 5% pay raise that District Council 33 members received in the one-year contract extension last November, to the 9% in pay increases included in this tentative 3-year agreement reached earlier, to me, that is the way that we demonstrate solidarity with our workforce in a very meaningful and a tangible way. You can't tell me that you believe that there is dignity in all work and just say that in words or an easy social media post with a fist in the air. If you believe in me and you value me, show me in my paycheck that I take home, and you have a right to have that expectation. That's what we did here. We balanced, valuing the men and women of District Council 33 for the hard and vital work that they perform, with protecting the fiscal responsibility of this city and its stability. That's on us. To the men and women who show up for work every day to pick up our trash, staff our water treatment facilities, work on the front lines as emergency dispatchers for police and fire, and a wide range of other jobs and duties. I want you to know that we see you and we hear you. I also want you to know that it's not lost on me that while the members of District Council 33 were exercising their right during this work stoppage, 2 of their members were tragically struck by a driver during the strike. They sustained very serious injuries, and both the workers and their families are very much in our thoughts and in our prayers, and we will be monitoring the situation, and this city is here to do whatever we can, however we can, to help those workers and their families. To the residents of the city, I know how very challenging this week has been for you as well.
Girl.
Nobody wants to see mounds of trash sitting by dumpsters, or worse, by the side of a road or a street. I know the situation, it wasn't pleasant for anyone. And I didn't like seeing it any more than you did. I can only tell you that we did the best we could with what we had to provide the city services that were essential to making our public health and safety a #1 priority during this very challenging time. I can also tell you that a whole lot of city workers, countless volunteers, and yes, contractors, they worked with us around the clock, day in and day out, to remove as much trash as we possibly could, as quickly and as efficiently as we possibly could. I want all of those volunteers and all of those contractors. This was an emergency and they responded immediately to help our city. And I need them to know we see you and that you responded to this city in a time of need. Let's give them a round of applause. I hear you, and I want you to know that we understand the challenges, Philadelphia, that you faced. In a few minutes, I'm going to ask one of our subject matter experts, our Clean and Green Director, Carlton Williams, to give an update on how the city will handle trash in the coming days. I do want you to know that the city will resume regular trash collections this coming Monday. The city will assume regular trash collections this coming Monday. Until then, we are encouraging our residents to either take their trash to one of our 6 sanitation centers that are located strategically around our city, or if you have the potential to do it, hold your trash until regular collections resume starting on Monday. On the agreement, we've gotten a lot of questions, and it's important to me, Philadelphia, that you know the facts. Last year, the 5% pay raise was agreed to, and that fiscal year ended on 6/30/25. The first year of this tentative agreement includes a 3% pay increase, plus a $1,500 bonus. The second year includes a 3% pay increase, and the third year includes a 3% pay increase. In addition, and this is important to note because these are the things that you can't share in a 10-second social media post. It's all of it. It's too complex to try to give it to people, you know, in quick snippets. There is an historic 5th step increase. What does that mean? It's 2%. Half of District Council 33 members will get it right away. 80% of them will get it by the end of the contract. I want you to know, Philadelphia, this is a new permanent salary increase that every member of District Council 33 will be able to benefit from. In addition, folks have said, what was the cost of this tentative agreement? The cost of the agreement is $115 million over our 5-year plan that has to be approved by PICA. What does that mean? That's 14%. And this is important to note for the record. I don't want anybody to leave here confused about what we're saying. This represents a 14% pay increase over my 4-year term. It's the largest pay increase proposal in one term of any Philadelphia mayor in over 30 years. The largest one-term 4-year pay increase of any mayor in over 30 years. Because if you're like me, you believe that we should, and we have a right and a responsibility to do right by our workforce. So I want taxpaying residents to know that we have done just that with this agreement. In closing, I want to say to our residents, please give us a moment of grace. As our hardworking employees and members of District Council 33, they return to their jobs. We'll get every city service that they provide staffed up and running just as soon as it is humanly possible. This is going to take some transition, and we ask you to just give us just a little bit of grace. What am I immediately thinking about? I'm thinking about our swimming pools and our rec centers, our libraries, and every vital service that we continue to provide during the strike, like water treatment, like the police dispatching, the airport dispatching too. We take these jobs very seriously because our job is to serve you, the people of Philadelphia. Finally, before I ask Chief Deputy Mayor Sincere Harris to come up, and then the final speaker you'll hear from is Carlton Williams. Joe Grace, where are you? Give Joe Grace a round of applause. You and the entire team, thank you, Joe. One of the things we have been talking about through all of this is the need to restore a sense of trust in government. We also know in District Council 33, President Boulware, respectfully, I know that we're gonna need some healing time. You can't get through something as intense as this and not have to go through healing time. But our city is here. I'm here. We're going to work in partnership with our District Council 33 men and women, because that's the only way that we can realize what you all always hear me talk about. And what is that? One Philly, a united city. You can't do it unless we work during this time to make sure that we are healing wounds. And we want to do that. Now, put your hands together for Chief Deputy Mayor Sincere Harris.
All right, I'm not about to sit here and listen to that. That was enough. So while she was yapping, I went over here to find out how much Sherelle Relly makes. So the mayor of Philadelphia, Sherelle Parker, makes a salary of $261,497 per year. How much was Big Tiff making? Wasn't Big Tiff at like $250 or something? This is the same, even though Philly is a lot bigger than Dalton. Well, actually, Dalton, I think it was only like $40,000 to $50,000, and she was making more for the supervisorship, which may equate with all the counties into the size of Philly. This is the same salary that her predecessor, Jim Kenney, earned in his final year in office. Parker also received a cost of living adjustment in July 2024. The city budget shows that the average salary for an employee in the mayor's office is more than $135,000. So all those people standing up there with her, they making money. They making some money. And then those people down here doing the work, you better take your cola. You better take your cola and shove it up your ass and get to effing work next Monday. So yeah, basically another week. And then I'm about to go over to some TikToks to see what they got to say. But if anybody thinks that anybody out here looking for illegal dumpers, like she said, she out of her daggone mind. Also, they're not gonna, I don't think, me personally, think that they're just gonna easily just stop dumping trash, unfortunately. Hopefully they do. I'm gonna just go ahead and hopefully they just go ahead and do what they need to do. But child, the all damn dastardly, I don't know what the hell she was trying to do. Was she trying to accept an award like you was saying? Oh, it's this guy. Hold on. It's this guy.
The details on how we going to get our city back in the right direction. I do want to acknowledge a couple of people. Mayor has already acknowledged them, but I'm certainly going to take an opportunity to do so as well.
Child, he must be on the low end of the pay scale, child.
Time of crisis. Anyone can lead when it's a time of calm, but true leadership really shows at a time of crisis. And our mayor has shown that time and time again.
All right, keep kissing ass. Well, if that's the case, then this is all the more reason that you need to get rid of that daggone union president. If you ask me, you need somebody tougher. CIP, thank you, honey, said this is not an inauguration. This is business as usual. These modern women make everything a television drama to hide their inadequacy and failure. I don't disagree. All that mess. First of all, she's 30 minutes late. Then she gonna run around, start thanking everybody, trying to give out that woman's personal information about her damn baby. Child, we don't care about none of that. Get to the damn point. Then you get to the damn point. I gotta wait for someone else to give me the breakdown of that shit, because I don't know. But let me go over here to these damn TikToks, child, see what they got to say. So Philly tapping, the strike is over. That's the trend already. The strike is over.
TikTok. Just letting you guys know that the strike in Philadelphia is officially over. Sanitation department is immediately going back to work. So guess what, y'all? The trash on your block will be picked up. Don't know when, but it
Monday, sir. A Monday.
Definitely will get picked up. Like they picked the trash up on my block yesterday, and I was so happy about it. But guess what? We back, y'all. No more trash problems. So for all the elderly people who couldn't get their trash picked up, you can now, sit your trash out on the curb like you usually do with your trash can, or however you do it. You can now put your trash out because they're going to pick it up. So you don't got to worry about getting somebody or paying somebody to come pick your trash up when we're already paying taxes. So they'll be picked up like it was all always picked up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm stuttering so much. I'm just, you know, it's early in the morning. I'm excited. The strike is over. We're back. We're back. TikTok.
We're back. Child, this first comment says they only got a 3% raise though, which is basically
This is amazing.
Which is basically the cost of living. It feels like she won. I honestly wish they would have held out longer. Then they said they should have stuck with the 5 if they couldn't get the 8%. Shouldn't have folded so early. They probably knew court injunctions forcing them to go to work was only a few days away. Oh, that could be it. That could be it. Plus, she was using other non-unionized departments to scab. Best I can hope for is someone will do right by them next time and win the primary. Oh, wait till the next time. How many times you think they didn't heard that or they've been waiting for that? The next time. And like y'all say, well, if y'all don't know, Philly always going to choose a Democratic mayor. Philly always going to choose a Democratic mayor because in the city, it's mostly coloreds. I'm just saying, it's mostly coloreds. So they're going to go ahead and choose the Democrat. Anyway, I can't. It's too much. Shout out to Aisha. Thank you so much, boo. I appreciate you. She said, I needed some healing time from Messy's chat, laughing my ass off. Just kidding. I love all you crazies. Hey, Messy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, boo. Thank you so much. Shout out to everyone that is here. Please hit the like button. At minimum, chat is open to everyone. Just hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Child, let's see the next one.
Right back to the breaking news, which is they got it.
After 8 days, the Philly strike is finally over. Now the new deal will be a 3-year deal plus a 1-year extension from last fall. So essentially 4 years. They will get a 3% raise for the 3 years and a 5% raise for that extra 1 year. This totals out to a 14% increase over that 4-year term. It's crazy because this is still well below what they were fighting for. If anything.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Well below what the hell you was fighting for. What you fighting for. Again, I don't know about the court injunction. But y'all, I hope they was looking for some other jobs. Let me see, what did I see or what did they say? The school crossing guards who's sitting at home anyway, no shade, because ain't no school in right now. The park, so the pool can be open again. The trash and the 911s and probably some other shit that I'm not aware of. And they wanted, oh, goodness gracious.
I think it feels like they're moving backwards. The president of the union has spoken and he says he's unhappy about this. Best of luck to all these workers that have to clean up this mess.
Child.
Y'all haven't been seeing what's going on.
The good news is there's no more plague. Huzzah! The bad news is there's no more London.
I don't know if Sherelle Parker gave them people that $60 bonus that they wanted, but I do know after the Shade Room posted my video yesterday, they came to an agreement this morning. So the strike, the trash strike in Philadelphia is now off. Thank you, God. Like, I swear, I don't know about y'all, but I'm so freaking tired of bagging the trash up and taking it to this damn drop site. I don't like this. Like, I really don't like it. It's just been annoying. I'm glad to see that we're about to go back to our trash days, regularly scheduled, because this whole, I think it's been like, what, a week and a half? This has been torture. I'd never want to go through.
All the more reason they should have kept going.
Do this again, but they said that this agreement is good for the next 3 years. They closed the document, so they have not divulged the pay increase that they've got. But
all right, so the strike is over. Y'all take a look. Let me know what y'all think.
Girl.
It's day 8 of.
Good morning. So I'm sitting here just thinking about this whole contract situation.
I hope some of these people may be the actual union members, but they ain't letting us know because they probably ain't allowed to talk.
And it's kind of sucky because it's like, based on how the president, I went back and looked at the coverage from this morning and the president of DC 33 and how he said, you know, basically that he wasn't happy, but he did what he had to do with what he was given. And because we're dealing with such a mayor that just, the rules don't apply to her. She's able to do whatever she want to do, you know, mini Trump.
I know you effing goodbye. I know you effing lying. Y'all did hear that, right? Y'all did hear that, right? Every single time.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist! Racist!
How do y'all do this? How do y'all do this? What the fuck does Donald Trump have to do with this shit? What is wrong with you, colors? There's something seriously mentally wrong with you. Oh my God, what the fuck?
There, that just, the rules don't apply to her. She's able to do whatever she want to do, you know, mini Trump. Where she can easily say.
So you can find a way to bring in Trump yet again, to blame him for this Democrat-ran city for forever. You can bring him in again, just forget anybody else at the bottom. You can't even say nothing about the damn union president that went in there on y'all's behalf and came out fucking defeated because he, in my opinion, is a punk ass bitch. And yes, it would be on Relly Rel because she is the mayor. But again, you go all the way up here to Donald fucking Trump, who don't give a shit about what goes. I promise you. He don't give a shit. He probably sitting somewhere laughing at what's going on in this daggone city. I promise you, he's sitting there laughing at, yeah, y'all dummies keep electing the same daggone people. Child, if she end up being like a damn Brandon Johnson around here, child, you cannot make it up. You coloreds need to get some fucking help in your fucking brain because you do not have the sense that God fucking gave you. I don't know how y'all can just find a way to turn everything around that's going wrong in your life on that damn man who ain't thinking about y'all. He is living in your fucking brain. That's because you listen to fucking Ricky Smiley and Rolly Roll and all the rest of those idiots that don't give a shit about you, but you want to listen to them. Y'all probably voted for her because she's black. Y'all probably elected this woman because she's black. Now, you ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got nothing to say about her. Go in on her. Go in on that daggone chief who's also black. Go in on our union president. Go in on him. Because he caved. Because he bitched out. I'm telling you, niggas do not think beyond the fucking nose in front of their face. It's so fucking frustrating. Y'all do this shit to yourselves. I gotta turn on the fan. Shit. Now I'm hyped. It's too early for this. I gotta go back to work. Y'all do this shit to yourselves. And there was somebody that was just in the comments just trying to tell me about how I need to, what I need to do and research I need to go and that I need to do. And I'm not. You need to go read the Big Beautiful Bill. And I'm not. I skim that shit when I fucking feel like it, but I'm not going. First of all, you don't tell me what the fuck to do with regard to shit, motherfucker, that I don't even know. Second of all, I don't need to read it. Motherfuckers who ranting and raving need to go read it. I don't get any of that shit. So what the fuck do I need to read it for? I ain't on no fucking food stamps. I ain't on no fucking Medicaid. It ain't shit in there at the end of the day that really is going to make a difference for me. And anything for the fucking taxes, my tax person will take care of it when the time comes. I don't need to read that shit. You motherfuckers need to be reading it. All these motherfuckers that's listening to people on TikTok and be wrong most of the damn time while you sitting up here saying Trump is bad, trying to get your ass to do something for your fucking self. Like those millionaires that tell you what the fuck to do and y'all willingly listen to those motherfuckers while you sit here and live in squalor. You ain't got shit. You begging a motherfucker for shit that you can't stand. You begging that motherfucker for shit that you can't fucking stand. Fucking insane. You motherfuckers are insane, you heard? Because it be you Negroes. I'm talking to you because I'm a Negro too. I don't give a damn about nobody else. Honestly, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about y'all either because y'all gonna continue to do the same shit, get the same fucking results, and go and blame some fucking body else when it's the man in the fucking mirror every single GD time. I'm just fucking blown away still at how she could bring Donald Trump's fucking name and then I gotta talk about him and seeming like I'm defending him, which I'm not. But I'm pretty sure it might sound that way. But I want to make sure that people see how fucking deranged these motherfuckers are. When that man ain't in office, who you gonna blame then? But y'all ain't got none of this smoke for fucking Joe Biden. He gone now. But when he was here, y'all ain't got none of that smoke for his ass. Now everything is Trump's fault. Child, you get up in the morning and you stub your fucking toe, Donald Trump. You go outside and you got a fucking flat tire, Donald Trump. Child, if it rains today, because now the sun look like it is going down, that's Donald Trump's fault. Remember I told you it was supposed to rain all week and it hasn't? Child, what's going on in Texas? They done already said that. The flood, Donald Trump's fault. Niggas, y'all not supposed to give this much, what is it? What is the word? Give this much power to a person. You are not supposed to give this much power to a person. You're supposed to be believing in the Lord Jesus Christ. And y'all out here showing every daggone day that you do not. You showing every daggone day you do not. You so focused on that, nigga. Child. Sink fan, thank you, hon. He said, good morning, Miss Shawn, and peace to the chat. Praying for y'all who live in the area. It's too hot for that funk from that trash to marinate. They better pay those folks. They're not. They're not. Deal is done. They're not. While Relly Rel out here taking some victory fucking lap like she did something. Oh, look, she's back talking, yapping. Child, what are you saying now? Now they clapping. You better clap for $135,000+ a year.
You heard us mention our police commissioner, Bethel, and our fire commissioner, Thompson. But in all of the work, particularly with the work that was done by the law department, none of that work could have been enforced without the support. In Philadelphia, this is important to acknowledge, especially when people have had a hand in making a process work. I'm talking about our sheriff, Rochelle Bilal. Give her a huge round of applause. Give credit where credit is due. I want to thank Sheriff Bilal and her entire team for their work and their service. They had a commitment to the city of Philadelphia, and we want them to know, we know this was a very difficult time, but they stayed true to their commitment to the city. Joe, one last. Let Lauren. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Out of breath.
The formula is sound, fair, and fiscally responsible. We value our workforce. And Lauren, you heard Carlton mention safe, clean, green, economic opportunity for all. It doesn't work without the workforce. I don't care what kind of vision the mayor can have. Yes, that's my vision. That's what I'm trying to realize. Do I think we've been moving in the right direction? Absolutely. But it's only because of the work that our municipal workforce has been doing. So, tentative agreement today with District Council 33. We're working with 47. We're working with police. We're working with fire. And Sincere is going to kill me because I always leave one off. Who did I leave off? Steel workers. So we're working with all of them. Well, you and I, you're framing. You and I, Lauren, will agree to disagree on even the framing of your question. For me, it's fair and fiscally responsible, and that's what we did. And I think you'll see that, and we're going to be working hard with all of them at the table. We can't do that without partnership and communication and negotiations. You hear me always use this term called GTY. That's what I want to do. I want to get to yes. And what's important to you? This is how, the fiscal impact, will touch the city of Philadelphia. And then we find a way to meet somewhere in the middle. But we've got to let our municipal workforce know that we value them. And these collective bargaining and negotiations opportunities are a tangible way that they can see, touch, and feel the city of Philadelphia's belief in them. Thank you all so very much. Oh, well, I'm sorry. There's one other data point that we need to address that we've heard quite frequently, and there's none other than our finance director, Rob DeBoe, to address it regarding inflation.
Right. One of the issues that we've heard is that the increases that we have in this package won't keep up with inflation. It was something that we looked at specifically to make sure that these raises would be more than inflation. We looked at what economists said inflation would be. Not only are the raises higher, but then when you add in the step increase, that difference between what we have on the table and inflation is even larger.
And if our fiscal stewardship continues, Philadelphia, you've seen us get the highest credit rating increase that the city of Philadelphia has seen in over 40 years. And you all know the agency, S&P, Fitch, and Moody's. If we keep moving in the right direction, we keep making the required payments and even more, not just the minimum municipal obligation that we are required to pay for our pensions, but making sure that we're paying more than that. That's our revenue reconciliation fund. That sales tax, I keep going back to that sales tax, Rob. That was the beginning for those of you who served. I talked to Council President Kenyatta Johnson about this. Who would have thought that the actions that we took while we were state legislators in Harrisburg to fund the school district of Philadelphia, that 120.
All right, I'm sick of her mouth. Let's go back to this TikTok, y'all. I'm sick of her mouth. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me acknowledge Aisha. Thank you, boo. She said, I lived in small Omaha, Nebraska, a red state. The trash man makes between $25 and $30 an hour. Philadelphia dropped to their knees for coins, not dollars. Absolutely. They need to fire that dude. I mean, it's too late now for this, but if something else ever comes up important, they need to get rid of that man, in my opinion. But they'll still go vote for another Rally Row. They'll vote for another Rally Row. They complained about Kenny. They complained about Nutter, Child. All Democrats, though. Shout out to Couch. Appreciate you. He said this biatch acting like she won an Oscar and ish. Definitely. Because she did win. She absolutely won. So hold on. That's work. Hold on. So do I have a meeting? Oh, not that one. Okay. She did win. She got what she wanted for the most part. And that's why she's so happy. She was just going to stand her ground, let the trash pile up. Child, again, like I said, baseball going on. I don't know if the Phillies is in it. Football about to start. It'd have been a funky ass city. You've been running over rats trying to get into any of those daggone complexes. Because we was right. That first stop that we had Sunday was right there by the sports complexes. Child. Anyway, let's finish this biatch and the rest of these.
Yeah, y'all can't stop you from going on strike, but then you go on strike and make people come back to work by putting in injunctions and stuff like that, forcing people, like taking their right away from them. And he probably felt like his back was up against the wall because nobody wants to have their members out for so long without pay. And she clearly was playing hardball. So he probably felt like he did what he had to do. Now, catch-20 is.
I just had one question. Excuse me. She talking about the president that we just saw looking all defeated. If he had been white, I hate to say this, I wonder if she would have all this, it's okay what he did. He had to do what he had to do. No. Let that shit go on. Let him go on. Let him suffer. Now, I think it's a bitch ass move to try to get, if you are a union and you're allowed to strike, and because that's how it works, right? And then you go and strike, and then the mayor says, I'm going to force you back by way of the court. If that's what she's saying, after you get through the Donald Trump stuff, if that's what she's saying, I feel like that's a bitch ass move, and that shows and proves who the hell it is that your mayor is. If that's true.
The agreement has to be ratified by the members. Now, maybe the members might be, fed up completely, and they decide, you know what, we're not agreeing to that, and then they don't ratify it, or they could just feel like, you know what, I'm over all of this, and just give me whatever y'all got. But we'll see.
You know what? I'm pretty sure that gets heard a lot. You know what? Just give me whatever you got. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you, you don't know how many people that I've ever spoken to, Black people, that do not negotiate their salary. They don't. They just accept the first fucking offer that comes to them. And they just move on because they don't want to lose the opportunity. Fuck you. You know, the first offer is never your highest and best when it comes to paying your ass. And that's one of the main reasons in my spirit, I believe it to be true, that Black people are so low on the totem pole with regard to pay because they're too fucking scared to stand their fucking ground and say, no, I'm worth more than that, and it be true. Not with this shit with you biatches when you're dealing with relationships where it fucking matters when it comes to fucking money. When you getting in front of somebody that says that, yeah, I'm going to give you this and this is what you get because you get this health insurance. Nigga, I know I'm getting a health insurance, but this ain't going to work. This is what I want. And you go higher to get into where it is that you really want to go. Plus, you got to fucking research what the fuck job you have. I'm sorry, let me calm down. You need to research what job you have and what the average salary is before you even apply for it. Why are you wasting your time applying for some shit that ain't even in the price range or where it is that you think you should be or where you should be, Bueller? No research done whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. You're applying for fucking jobs where you think that you're going to make all this money. Then you get in there, they like $50,000 and you're like, okay, fuck that. I've walked away plenty of times. Praise again or thanks again to my mother. As much of a pain in the ass as she was, if she didn't teach me about money, nobody did. You get what you know the fuck you worth. And if not, you leave that shit right there. Y'all be scared to leave shit. I promise you, y'all be scared to leave shit and you scared to rattle the table. But you ain't got no problem with coming out here running off at the fucking mouth. I call bullshit most of the damn time. Ain't no way. That man went in there and pushed shit. I wish, I love shit like that. I honestly love shit like that. Who you talking to? That's insulting. Fuck that shit. We not doing that. I will walk the fuck away. I will walk the fuck away. We'll offer you a half an hour lunch. Fuck that. Shit that matters. Y'all be happy because they said we'll give you free pizza on fucking Wednesday. Child, fuck that shit. I'm gonna buy my own shit. I don't need you to feed me. We'll give you cookies on Friday. I'm gonna need you to get this money right. My money can't be funny, honey. Y'all bitch asses. Not y'all. Y'all know the colors who out here complaining, talking all this shit. Bottom of this fucking list, top of this dumbass list, but swear they know everything. I promise you, these are all people who don't negotiate shit. Just like when you go in a fucking car dealership, you go in there and you take whatever offer they have or whatever they take because you want whatever so bad. You want that car so damn bad. Then you get up here on this daggone internet talking about your car payment is $800 a month with a 25% interest rate. Tell me you don't know shit about money without telling me you don't know shit about money and that you accepted any old thing. It's 25. You should be going into a fucking car dealership with your own fucking finance and you know the fucking terms so that you can get what the fuck it is that you want. And then don't want to leave them motherfuckers. The car, how much is this car? The car says $45,000. Yeah, I know, but that's too much. Well, car says $45,000. Okay, but that's too much. Well, car costs $45,000. Y'all be like, okay. I'll be like, all right, and walk the fuck out because there's another fucking car dealership down the fucking street in the next town, in the next city, in the next fucking state. Y'all ain't even willing to do none of that. But it's everybody else's fault. Y'all don't even know about financial literacy. This ain't even where I'm supposed to be going. Y'all don't even know shit about financial literacy. Them niggas that's telling you what to do and who to vote for and how to do it and what time to do it and to lead a fucking country ain't teaching you shit. You ain't looking up shit. But of course, it's Donald Trump's fault that you won't do your own fucking research. That you won't find the right person that can help you so that you can have a better financial fucking future and stop looking crazy out here in these damn streets. Child, all you gotta do is open your mouth. I already know. I tell you what I know and what I don't know. Open your fucking mouth. I promise you, I know. Child, fool these people on TikTok, not me. And that Negro that went in there caved. And if they can, I don't know about this lady and what she's saying. I don't know if they choose not to ratified, I think they said, if they could go back on strike, I would go to fuck back on strike. Hopefully there's somebody in there that's saying, fuck that, we going back on strike. Because this person says, in this first comment, they should say hell no and go back on strike. I understand if they don't because they need to pay their bills. This is sad. Do just enough not to get fired. If you're going to work for a union, you probably should always have some reserves. Like you should always have reserves anyway. As a person who has had family work for the car dealerships, I mean, not car, manufacturers, General Motors and Chrysler, because they was 2 plants in Delaware. They used to be in Delaware. They gone now. And people worked there and made big money, but they always knew there was a chance for them to go on fucking strike. So they saved their fucking money just in case. And that shit could go on for a long time, some damn times. So are you going to let them people pull you by your hair, hold you by your balls, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and dictate to you every damn thing? Are you going to stand up for what you believe in? Because, child, that's no different than what they're trying to say as far as the Target shit is concerned. Sell your stock and don't shop there no daggone more. But you can't hold out for this, for your life, for your livelihood, for your future, to be able to pay your bills. Because, child, if you can't pay the shit now, all them people should be looking for another job. I promise you they not. And I'm sure it's Donald Trump's fault. Of course. Of course.
So now that the strike is over, they gotta clean up all that damn trash.
Monday.
Did y'all hear the Philly union strike is
Yeah,
now
we heard.
over? Let's talk about it. On July 1st, Philadelphia.
Girl, I don't need that.
So, I heard a trash truck outside this morning. Then I scroll on and I see this. They're not happy. It's about 1 million something people in Philadelphia. Might be more. I'll get the number for you. 9,000 people were holding the city hostage with the trash. They felt the fear.
Child. 9,000 city workers head back to work today. 9 days of trash pileups in now. 3-year deal, 14% union boss. I'm not happy with it. Cleanup starts immediately. Anyway. I saw something else coming up for Philly. Not even this one, but look at this. Because Rel need to be able to walk and chew gum at the same time. Suspect in custody for allegedly firing SHOTs at TGI Fridays restaurants in Winfield Heights. Child, I didn't even know TGI Fridays was still a store that's open. I didn't even know that damn store was a store that was still open, child. Who go to TGI Fridays?
The investigation to a shooting outside of a popular TGI Fridays. It happened last night in the parking lot of the restaurant on City Avenue in Winfield Heights.
Police say the suspect was kicked out before he opened fire right toward the door of the restaurant. Action News reporter Becca Hendrickson is live now outside that restaurant with what we know at this hour. Becca.
Sarah and Brian, we've learned at this point that there were children with the suspect at the time, both in the restaurant and then in the vehicle over in Wissahickon.
Child, this restaurant is still open. Lord help your people. Where is there a TGI Friday? I can't even remember the last time I seen one. This is the equivalent of going to Applebee's for me. For me. You're not going to be able to do it.
Hicken, when that suspect was arrested, police saying that he was kicked out of the restaurant and decided to shoot a gun.
Get over here, TGI Fridays. I got some shell casings out here on the ground.
A burst of violence in front of a family restaurant. Sources tell Action News it started inside of this TGI Fridays in front of City Line Avenue when staff had to throw out a cut.
Oh shit, that's like the only one that I knew of was like the one on City Line actually. Woo! I wasn't going there anyway.
Customer just before midnight Monday. Sources say that man pulled out a gun and fired shots in the parking lot, though the shots did not hit anyone. Nearby, Lower Merion police say officers were conducting a traffic stop and heard the shots. They responded, as did Philadelphia.
That person that was getting pulled over for speed and got lucky that night.
Police. There were 2 casings on the ground and crime tape in front of the TGI to-go door. Sources say the suspect took off with kids in the car. The car was found shortly after in the city's Wissahickon section near Ridge Avenue and Osborne Street. Police say the alleged shooter was arrested there. As customers continued to eat at and shop near the TGI Fridays today, some say they weren't surprised to hear of the shooting.
Concern all the time.
But they are worried about all the gun violence in Philadelphia.
No, ain't no GUM violence in Philadelphia. Crime is down in Philly, just like in Chicago.
It's the sign of the times right now.
Oh, the sign of the times. Rest in peace to Prince. I feel like that's the equivalent of saying that this is Donald Trump's fault, child.
Everything from bottom to top in our society right now.
It's painful. It's painful to see the heartache and the heartbreak that's happening to the people in our community, in our neighborhoods.
Paul. Oh, poor Paul. Poor Paul. I feel his pain. Meaning his pain. Not what's going on, but his pain. Because what's going on don't surprise me at all. Paul. Oh. Stay safe, boo. Stay safe. And keep Meemaw safe, too.
Now, police haven't said at this point the name of this suspect or any potential charges he could be facing.
What is the name of the suspect, everyone? Anyone got any ideas of what the names might be? Donquavius, Darkus, DeMarcus, Quantavius.
We're also hoping to learn.
You're being a racist. I know. And you know what? I blame Donald Trump.
More about the children who were allegedly in that car with him. Live here in Winfield Heights, Becca Hendrickson.
Thanks, Becca. This is what I wanted to show y'all. Then I'm done because I got to get back to work. Philadelphia endures a very violent weekend as overall crime dips. I tell you, I am so glad that crime is down all over these cities, cha.
Now to the recent uptick in violence across the city of Philadelphia.
She meant down tick. Nice dress. You go, girl.
Now to the recent uptick in violence across the city of Philadelphia. Police have responded to dozens of shootings just in the last week. And tonight we are hearing from Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel on the uptick. Action News reporter Walter Perez live for us at police headquarters with the story and more on what the commissioner has to say. Walter.
Yes.
That's right, Sherry. Commissioner Bethel telling Action News that while there is reason for optimism about crime rates in the city, what happened this past weekend serves as a stark reminder that the work is far from finished. This Ring camera video captures the conclusion to a very violent weekend across Philadelphia. The shocking video was recorded before 1 a.m. on Monday in Grays Ferry. This mass shooting alone ended with 3 young people.
Wow. You see all them markers? I'm telling you, last time I saw this many markers was when they had that Brooklyn SHOOT mass in Brooklyn, Maryland. Shout out to Kofi. I didn't see you come in here. Quandale. It definitely was Quandale, child. Quandale, if you don't get your ass in this house, oh yeah, ain't nobody minding Quandale. That's why he out here doing whatever the hell he want to.
People killed and 10 more injured. Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel says what he saw in that video makes his blood boil.
You have an individual with a gun with a switch that can't even control and got his eyes closed. I mean, those are some of the challenges that we're facing.
Is that acceptable, y'all? Can you fire with your eyes closed, Bueller? Can you fire with your eyes closed, Bueller?
He saw in that video makes his blood boil.
You have an individual with a gun with a switch that can't even control and got his eyes closed. I mean, those are some of the challenges that we're facing when we see this type of weaponry on the street.
Investigators responded to 19 different shootings between this past Friday night and early Monday morning. In total, 46 people were shot, 6 people were killed. Bethel says his department is preparing to deal with spikes in crime during these dog days of summer.
July is a tough month for us. I mean, historically, as we get into the warmer months, we're going to see an increase in our violence activity, particularly around shootings.
Mazie Cash.
What's up? what's Relly Rel got to say about that? She got speeches for that too, Bueller? Just asking questions, chat.
Executive director of the anti-violence organization called Philly Truce, says part of the solution is encouraging more people from minority communities to report what they know about any suspicious activity or criminal activity in their neighborhoods.
Snitching is something that criminals do, and criminals are punished for. Now, if you're not a criminal, how are you snitching? We're not in cahoots. We're not co-defendants.
Child, what is he talking about? Child, what is he talking about? Ain't nobody snitching there, nothing. Because, that's not allowed in the culture. That's white supremacy if you snitch. You're not allowed to snitch. That's what the white people do. If you call the police, then you're a white supremacist. You're an anti-ruckus. Call me what you want, I'm calling. I'm calling the oppressor. Every time.
Executive director of the anti-violence organization called Philly Truce, says part of the solution is encouraging more people from minority communities to report.
Ooh, Walter Perez. He said, encouraging people from minority communities. Are you trying to say that there's something going on? Walter about to get canceled, y'all.
Asher, executive director of the anti-violence organization called Philly Truce, says part of the solution is encouraging more people from minority communities to report what they know about any suspicious activity or criminal activity.
Okay, are you repeating what this dude with the bug eyes just said while he just said something silly?
Mazi Kasher, executive director of the anti-violence organization called Philly Truce.
Philly Truce, okay? He part of the anti-violence Philly Truce.
Says part of the solution is encouraging more people from minority communities to report what they know about any suspicious activity or criminal activity in their neighborhoods.
Anybody think that any of these people here on the ground are about to come through and say, "Cha, I know who suspect number 3 is because I was sitting right here on the porch with him, and I know who suspect number 2 is because he was right there on the next porch, and I probably, child, know suspect number 3." Y'all think they're gonna go tell Bueller? Do y'all think they're gonna go tell anybody but Bueller? Child, this is your anti-violent network and what the community needs to do. All right, dude. Distinct backpack. You think that these people laying down on the ground that's been traumatized are going to tell y'all police this suspect number 1 in his distinct backpack? You think they going to tell?
The solution is encouraging more people from minority communities to report.
So basically, even though Walter is just reporting it, the anti-violence dude knows that the minority communities are the problems. I wonder if they over there giving him a hard time, Bueller. So the minority communities are the problem? I'm sure they didn't hear that.
Report what they know about any suspicious activity or criminal activity in their neighborhoods.
Snitching is something that criminals do, and criminals are punished for. Now, if you're not a criminal, how are you snitching? We're not in cahoots. We're not co-defendants. We're citizens.
Commissioner Bethel adds that the only silver lining to this story is that overall crime rates across the city are going down.
Just to let y'all know, the silver lining is that overall crime is going down. Now, don't even worry about what you just witnessed, what you just saw, all those young people on the porch and the 3 people with their eyes closed, wilding out, right? Don't even worry about that. Overall crime is down. That's all that matters.
Co-defendants, we're citizens.
Commissioner Bethel adds that the only silver lining to this story is that overall crime rates across the city are going down.
We have come a long way from 2022, and we're down on homicides almost 60% since 3 years ago. And so we're still trending in the right direction.
Now, in line with the commissioner's comments, last year's homicide rate was the lowest in 10 years, and this year, so far, is on pace to tally even lower. Reporting live from police headquarters.
Well, sir, you need to go ahead and retire, child. Just go ahead and retire and just go home to your wife and chill out. Anyway, so as long as y'all know there's a silver lining in all this, y'all should come to Philly and hang out. Y'all should move here, right in the city I'm talking about. Y'all should come down here and hang out at the TGI Fridays. Y'all can go down South Street. You can go over there to the sports complex and a million other things to do around here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, it ain't all bad. It ain't all bad. You can go to Chicago. You can hang out there, maybe take in a Chicago Cubs, I believe, game, or a Chicago Bulls game, or whatever the football team is called, and hang out in their streets and downtown and whatnot. Now, I'm supposed to go to Baltimore on Saturday and go to, what is it called? Fells Point. I'm a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie. Because I know Fells Point be one of the places that be coming up when we be talking about daggone Baltimore. So I keep y'all posted, y'all. I keep y'all posted. Anyway, that's it. That's all. So the strike is over, and we'll see if they really sign the deal, and see how soon they get back to work for real, or if they will continue to strike. But good luck to Philadelphia, the city of child. It is what it is. Like they say, it's all Donald Trump's fault. You already know. Y'all, make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.